Greetings and complications, my dear friends. Welcome to another video on our channel. You know where you are, right, my brother? You're on GMT-3, the channel that's been making complications simple since 2016. If you're new around here, I always invite you to subscribe and become part of our family. Today's video here on the channel, our series finally has a name. About 2 months ago, I did a review of the IWC Mark 58, and at the time I asked my dear friends, I asked you to help me name this segment. What segment is this, Leandro? Luxury watches under 20,000 Rs. What would be the name for this series? After countless suggestions, I checked them all. There were some really cool names. Make it work on 20 Tastes of Wealth, Attainable Dream. GMT Prime, some suggestions. There's a lot of cool stuff there. I have to admit, this one really got me thinking. GMT 20, GM 20 of 20, Club of 20. I really like that one too. From broke to luxury. This one here, you guys are awesome. My first Valiser voucher. Tell me, is this one an old guy like me? And 20V, 20V. These were a few that I picked out, some suggestions, but the name of this segment from now on is GMT-20. Only 3 people suggested the name, right? It was Dante, Homa, and Linaldo. So my dear friends, you 3 want a Trimex? Get in touch with me through our email and I'll send you as a bonus a Trimex. A way to thank you for helping me name this segment. From now on, it's GMT-20 luxury watches that you can find for under 20,000 Rs. And in today's video, we've got the tough stuff. Today, the watch smells like testosterone, a man's watch. You know those movies? That we used to watch in the 80s, 90s with Humboldt, Schwarzenegger, Van Damme. Remember? Are you from that time? The famous action-packed movies? That's right, my brother. In today's video, we're going to check out this guy right here, the Breitling SuperOcean, a watch that really embodies all that adventure, all that tool watch essence. And it's no coincidence that it was my first luxury watch. The first time I did something crazy on the channel to buy a luxury watch, it was this guy right here. It was a black version, right? All black, which I ended up trading. It became this camera you're seeing me on, investments. And I was really curious to get my hands on this machine here. So I could bring you an excellent watch that you can find for under 20,000 Rs. So, my dear friends, in today's video, we're going to learn a little bit about the history of the Breitling SuperOcean. This version here is 42 millimeters. Like I said, it's a really cool watch. But before we get to the table, before I show you the macro shots we recorded for you, this is the style of watch that we're going to have in our classifieds, where I brought together the best dealers in Brazil on the same platform, people who have been working in this field for years, people I know personally, and I know they do amazing work. I personally invited these sellers to be with us on our platform. So here comes the GMT-3 classifieds. Stay tuned because I'll keep you updated. We're already inputting the data. So I hope that on August 1st we can start with our classifieds. I had already mentioned June, but I couldn't make it. July came as well and I couldn't make it either. But anyway, we're on the verge of starting our classifieds. And I believe that, God willing, we'll start August with some really good news. So stay tuned because this platform is coming for you to use, for you to negotiate there with sellers. Very, very serious people, highly qualified professionals, and as I said, handpicked by yours truly to be part of this platform. And one of them, my dear friend Jorge Galan, lent me this Breitling SuperOcean. This watch has been produced for many years, right? So you'll find this watch here in the range of 15 to 20,000 Rs. The more modern ones from Breitling will refer back to the SuperOcean from the 1960s, I think 1964 when they launched this SuperOcean. And this watch is really beautiful, man. It's a shame that Breitling only carried over a little of the design because this SuperOcean you're checking out there, it has a chronograph. It even has a little window at the 6 o'clock opening that tells the diver if the chronograph is working or not to show him the dive time. This one here is the previous version that you're going to check out with me now. What we have here is a Breitling that's 42 millimeters wide. And like I said, this watch here just screams tool watch. It's the kind of watch you're going to buy, my friend, and you'll keep it for your whole life. It can handle the pressure and will still remain a very beautiful watch. Just look at this thing's water resistance, 1,500 meters. It was the SuperOcean that put the anchor in the Breitling logo. Breitling is very well known for its Navitimer model, and it's thanks to the Navitimer that the Breitling logo has wings. But it was with the SuperOcean that the anchor came into play in the Breitling logo, so you get both. It's a way for them to say, look, we have watches both for diving and for pilots. That's the reason. And here you can see the logo applied on this watch featuring the B for Breitling, the anchor, and the wings. Then there's the automatic one, the Breitling SuperAutomatic. And then comes the size, which goes from 36, I think, up to 46 millimeters in this new line. And there's also the Heritage family, which pays tribute to the first model created back in 1990 and 1957. SuperOcean hit the market in 1957. Interestingly, it came in two versions. The Diver, the one you're seeing there, and there was also a Chrono version. Chrono. The Diver had a Felsa movement and the Chrono had a Venus movement. And it was really strange at the time for a diver, a diving watch, to have a chronograph. Some subdials there, as you can see in the photo. But anyway, it was the first reverse panda watch ever made. It was this first SuperOcean that you're seeing. You're seeing this Chrono right there. Just a reminder, a panda watch is when it's a white watch with black subdials. And the opposite, the reverse panda, is black with white subdials. This little guy here, full of history. And it's also a really cool overall package. Breitling, right, my brother? What else would you expect from this brand? Only top watches. That's the weight of this watch here. And look, it even has a rubber strap. It's a heavy beast, man. What I love about this watch is its sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment on both sides, both inside and outside. It's a pleasure to film because it just doesn't reflect light. Extremely high legibility. You can see here a key factor for a dive watch, a highly contrasting dial, right? Breitling calls this black here Abyss or Abysmo. And here we have these really large markers. The numerals are really big, so you can see the information very easily. When you're there doing your dive, 120 click unidirectional bezel, you can hear it. It's working. It's made of stainless steel with a rubber coating. This little guy here, really cool. A beautiful crown guard here on the right side, on this screw down crown with the B for Breitling. Inside this watch, we have the ETA 2824 with chronometric specifications. I don't know if you know, but the ETA 2824 has 4 versions, 4 levels of movement finishing. You have the 2824 standard, you have the elaboré, you have the top. And you have the chronometer, which is this guy here, meaning it will vary -6 + 4 seconds per day. There, with a maximum average variation of about 4 seconds per day, more or less. For it to be certified by COSC, it needs to operate within that range of variation from -6 to +4 seconds per day. And that's what we have here in this watch, the ETA 2824 with these specifications, bro. The watch is simply a workhorse to last you your whole life. The information about the watch is here on the Caseback, which is screw down and in the language that Breitling loves to use on their watches, which is French. Very cool, very beautiful. It's easy to praise this watch. It was my first watch, so there's a bit of nostalgia with this one and that old urge to do something crazy with my credit card, go wild and keep this watch for myself, man. This watch turned out really cool. Automatic helium escape valve here at the 10 o'clock position, you can check it out. And a rubber strap called Caseback by Breitling with this double clasp here, very sturdy. The watch really stays securely on your wrist. Simply an extraordinary watch, the Breitling SuperOcean, full of history. This one's story began in 1957 and it's a wonderful watch to accompany you on great adventures. Here's a tip for figuring out the production date of the more modern Breitlings. That's the case with this little guy here. It has the week and year of manufacture printed here on the bottom of the case. This little guy here has this marking 3412, which means it was made in the 34th week of 2012. We're talking about August 2012, which is when this little guy left its factory in Switzerland. Breitling SuperOcean, an amazing watch, a top-notch machine. I love this piece. Very cool. In our new series GMT-20, as I said, you can find this little guy here in the range of 15 to 20,000 rays in this configuration, and it's an excellent watch to accompany you throughout your life. Our classifieds are coming up. Watches like this one, you'll find them there. Stay tuned because God willing on August 1st we'll start, and of course I'll let you know well in advance so you can be just as excited as I am for the launch of our classifieds. Big hug. May God always bless you more and more. I always pray that God blesses you abundantly. Keep watching our upcoming videos. Subscribe to our channel. We're in this together. Let's go.